Good morning. This is the equipment. Things still drenched, of course. Sun is up a little bit, at least. Fairness, make some brekkie maybe. One of these other meals. And cook some water for the way. And then try to not die on the way through that river again. And my left knee is really aching. I'm trying to put some straps in a minute. See how much that can do. So the plan is to take the top and create like an inner shell in the backpack, and then try to close this at the top, put the sleeping bag and all the other stuff that can't get wet inside, and then essentially like a big potato dumpling, try to knot it together at the top, and then hope that we still don't get drenched, but if we do, then this might be helpful. Get the sleeping bag into sewer first. Of course. Okay. Also, after crossing that river last night, we thought that there's barely anyone here, but there's some even in May, just freezing. And then we've got June, October, and even just a couple of days ago. They left yesterday. Absolutely amazing. But no one, all just in sunny, stunning, great, sunny, mix of sun and clouds, sunny. So no one went this trip in drenched in the rain like me. The hut is back in shape. Time to create that dumpling and then go back. I am already back in the wet clothes, which are very wet. So I did put the camera on a rope. I'll try to attach that backpack just in case something happens. And for the record, I really don't want to do this. I really don't want to go through that river again. I looked at the map. There's other ways out, but I couldn't find any. Also thinking to just follow the river on one side and then just cross when it's not that bad, but it also didn't really look promising on the map. So put my phone seal back here. So I'm still scouting whether there's a better spot. There was a sign going right, a path marker, so maybe it's this way. Man, I'm so cold. Okay, we have not found any other spot, but we found a stick which should give us a little bit more stability in there. So I put the camera away and my glasses as well, and just hope we don't get swooped away. Okay, we made it. Nice. So the trick was, the stick really helped. The trick was just to go very slowly, just down here. And once the water hits your feet, don't panic. That is exactly not what's supposed to be happening, but this is what happens. I think I should undrench my feet really quick. and then we can go back home. I am smiling again because it was just that panic, that mental state, which really made me freak out of not being able to go back. But once you start reassessing and actually making your options and staying calm, that is so helpful and necessary in this case actually. And considering, I was actually considering to just wait there for search and rescue, but they would have come in like 3 days if at all. And also I'm reconsidering, or I was reconsidering, the Stewart Island hike, and we might want to have shorter stretches because of my knee and my legs, but I think we can still do it, just, you know, very calm. Plus, what I learned as well, there was a 2-bunk hut, which means there's not too much traffic because of this, I assume. The other huts on that island, they're like 16 or 20, which means there's a need, which hopefully means that this here was actually much harder than the hike on Stewart Island. So let's reassess once we're back in the dry van and think about it. But I was not eating anything earlier because, again, my mental state was not ready for food. It's like, you know, feel like unwell and you're close to vomiting, that sort of feeling. But now these last two things, the big stream and the one with the tree, they're gone now, and everything on the way back should be quite easy compared to what we've just been through. So now I'm very happy, and just do it slowly and should be right. Also the weather is much better, so that's a bonus. So oh yeah, I think it is time now. Chocolate breakfast, pretty nice. The way back, I assume there won't be that much footage because it's pretty much the same scenery as on the way here. So I'll film interesting things, but don't expect too much. Almost. So this was a very tricky part as well. So last night I came from there to that marker there, and then over that tree which broke from there, and trek continues down there. And now I think this one here is the easiest way to get back on track here. Yeah, I was standing up there on top and trying to find new markers, but last night the daylight was a bit more dim, so that was quite tricky. So to the paddock, I think it's another 20 minutes according to the app, so we should be there in like half an hour, just before 1. Because we are walking in a snail's pace to make sure that the foot, or the knee really, is not giving up. So it'll take a little bit longer than on the way here. But the weather for the most part is just overcast and not really raining. That's a good thing. It is drizzling up there, I don't know if you can see that, but it is. But not so much under all this flora. So it's a good thing that we are in a jungle. Back at this thing. Yeah, it took me 3.5 hours to get back. Yeah, there it says hut 3.5 hours. But we made it back to the paddock. I'm so happy. So unbelievably happy, because now it's just easy. It's just very easy walking. A little bit of the fjords, but that's a piece of cake now. Yeah, I will also just pretend to be a sheep. I think this is much more than last time. More water, but much less than what we've been through. Hey. Nice and cold. Maybe we should start counting sheep. Oh, sorry guys. Now I understand where that saying comes from. Sorry mate, you can keep sleeping. Don't worry about me. See you later. And this is where most of these people from the intentions book put their car. Their journey would have ended here, but plus still another 4 hours of hiking. So we made it back to the picnic area. I was hoping that it clears up enough to make some food, but that is not the case. So let's continue walking. The street way, this one, is shorter and in total has less elevation, but it may be closed because of all this logging stuff. I think I just walk this one. I know what it's like. It's not too bad. Back to the river. I'm so done. I'm cold, I'm hungry for something warm. I have another one of these energy bars and then start walking again. Actually no, the sun did come up. We are hungry. This has become a full rest stop. I've wrung the socks, made some more tea. But just as quick as the sun came, it also disappears and it's raining again. Heavily actually, fuck. Back on track. Let's hope we can make it under 5 hours, because it's 2 o'clock already and I want to drive away from that campground because we want to message people that we made it and the search and rescue does not need to be deployed, and we still need to do our Duolingo. So I'm kind of happy that we took this route through the forest, because it's probably less prone to drenching me again. And speaking of drenching, it's so nice to not walk in water. So like I would have wrung out the socks just earlier and it's so nice. Heaven. Still wet and everything. Oh, you again. It's still wet and everything, but miles apart. It is just so relaxing to see all these bridges. Oh. And we're done. Surely I did not expect any sunshine anymore, but here we are. Beautiful. Around 1.5 to 2 hours to our camp spot, which should be there at 5, just after 5. Right, don't fall into the water. I think that was it. I think The rest is safe. 3.5 kilometers. But my left leg is actually hurting a lot. It's fine. It's fine on these even pathways, but as soon as there's stairs or up and down, I'm almost limping. This is not fun. Oh no, so many stairs. But other than that, I'm very happy that we're very close. It's 10 to 5. We should be home soon. And with home I mean the campsite where the car is. And the car is home, so yeah, home. Should have probably done that way earlier. Get myself a Steve, and it makes hiking much easier. Now we're on the home stretch, guys. Steve and I and my left leg are so happy. And of course it needs to start raining again just before finish. But it was an adventure. Every step hurts. It's ridiculous. The last 4 kilometers I was absolutely dragging myself. It was mental. I was about half the pace that I wanted to be. Probably even slower because of all the ups and downs. And we're back at the campsite at just after 6:30, which is probably exactly what we planned earlier, right? All these ups and downs were just so painful, but we made it. Home sweet home. It's so nice how he just waits for us. Plan is to drive back to that freedom camping spot where we were last night, because there's showers and I smell like you don't even want to know. Plus there's signal, so I can tell everyone that I made it safely. Let's hope that the streets are not too slippery and we can make it safely. They also offer campsites for self-contained cars, and the public one is full $10, and I cannot be bothered to drive back down to the DLC campsite, so I just paid that and chuck a Yui and then get some dinner in here, I think. I also cannot be bothered cooking. Just had a look. We hiked 28 kilometers each way. This is why I'm so exhausted. I'm just gonna go to bed now. It is just before 10, but I'm just so exhausted. I need sleep. Good night. I'm happy, but I'm exhausted. No, I'm exhausted, but I'm happy.